Hey guys, my name's Rachel Korovar and I'm from Melbourne, Australia. You can probably know by the accent. I'm actually from Geelong, which is a little bit lower than Melbourne. But I'm super excited to do this video today to talk to you about something that I'm obviously super passionate about and that I think is the biggest thing in business. So the biggest thing, whether it be why you fail or succeed, the biggest thing while you sit in average or you do bloody great, or the reason why you reach a certain point and you overcome it, or if you don't. Now, you might not agree, but I reckon that is all 110% mindset. It's you. You can give someone the same plan. You've heard this stuff before, but you can give two people the same plan and one's going to succeed and one isn't. I want to talk about the type of mindset that you need and when you need it. It's so easy these days. Like, there is 101 mindset coaches out there in a 3-meter radius of you. I know, I get that. They're everywhere. And I know they're doing amazing things. But I truly believe there's a type of mindset and a type of time that you really need to excel. So here's the thing, right at the start of business, you head down, you bum up, you're muscling your way through. So whether you're actually at startup stage or whether you're at higher up in your business, but you're starting a new thing, right? You head down, you bum up, you muscle your way through. You don't even have a second to breathe, right? And in that point, I truly believe you need strategy. You need to know how to run a business. Yeah, you need to know some stuff, some marketing, some sales, whatever it is that people are trying to teach you, you need that. But what happens is when you finally pull your head up out of that water, when you finally start getting some results for what you're trying to achieve, when you're starting to come out of breaking even, right? You're starting to make some coin. You're starting to tackle this area. You get to a spot. So here's the startup bit. I wish I had a whiteboard for this. But here's the startup bit. And then here and upwards is like the scale and grow bit, right? But there's this spot in the middle. There's this spot right in the middle. So start up at the bottom, you've got scale and grow up here, and then I've noticed that there's this spot in the middle before you hit the death valley. I keep touching this tree. You guys might have heard the slang term death valley. You might not. Absolutely Google it. But there's this spot where you've achieved everything that is possible in the moment. You've achieved some startup. You've achieved reaching your financial threshold. You've achieved reaching the stuff, the goals and the success that you are emotionally, psychologically, emotionally, physically, spiritually able to achieve. And then you look up and you look at that next step. That's the next thing, the change, the big leap, and you go, I don't know if I can do that. And the question is, hang on a minute. I don't know. I don't think I'm worth that next thing. I don't know if I'm not confident enough. I'm not capable of that next thing. I've maxed my thresholds, both financially and emotionally, of what I deserve to have. So I've spoken to so many people when they're going for that next leap in business, whether it's 100K to 200K and you're starting to break even, whether it's a lady I've worked with who went from 1.4 million to over 2 million, there was this spot that was outside them. They had to learn something different. They had to do something different in the business. They had to make that leap. And guess what? It's going to take a whole nother person to do that. I spoke to a bloke the other day who is running a business over in Utah and coaching so many people business strategy. And he would come up with the most amazing business strategy. And he would hand it over to his brand new client. And in the back of his mind, he's thinking, this strategy does not match the person. They're still a long way from being able to execute this strategy emotionally, thought process, performance, mindset. If you want to take a step up to the next level, if you're going from, you've muscled your bloody way through a lot of stuff, I get that. And you can reach amazing levels of success. But the moment you look up and then the next step is ahead of you, it's going to take a whole new set of thoughts, beliefs, behaviors, feelings, and actions. That's when a performance mindset coach is absolutely fundamental, because you'll ask yourself the question. I speak to super wealthy business owners and also super startup business owners, because it's the same spot. Before you hit death valley, before things actually, shit gets real, before things actually turn from I'm muscling my way to now how do we leverage and grow this business, it is a mindset. And you will need to change the habits, the thoughts, the beliefs that you have. And I call it a sports-like mindset, because you have to be able to switch on. You have to be able to be resilient through the moments of Death Valley. You have to be able to show up. You have to be able to present. You have to be able to be balanced and grounded. And you got to know when to leap. So I coach people through the PC method of coaching. It's a method I've developed over the last 8 years. I've had a semi-professional golf career myself that I failed, which was great to fail because now I know the mindset that you need to make that leap from, hey, I've got to my threshold and my capacity of what I'm achieving. And the next step above me, I don't know if I'm worth that. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I deserve that success. I don't know if I can get there. Well, guess what? You can't, but the next best version of you can. That's going to take a whole new success mindset, self-mastery that goes, okay, I'm going to develop. You have to condition yourself to be that next thing before it's ever going to happen. So guys, that spot before you walk into Death Valley, before you leap, before you grow, before you change, you're going to have to change yourself. And that's when the mindset performance coach needs to be your right-hand man. Bye.